What's up guys, it's Andrew and I'm back with the Honda 300L channel. And in this video I want to talk about 5 things I love about my Honda 300L. Now if you've been following the channel, you know about a week ago I did a video of 5 things I hate. And I wanted to do that one first because I don't want people to think that the things I hate was forced just because I did a things I like video. To be clear, this bike is not perfect. Although there's a couple things I dislike. There's a lot of things I like, and there's a couple things I love. So today, we're going to talk about the things I love. So, let's get into it. So, number one, the first thing I love about this bike is the aesthetic. This bike is beautiful, and you can't go anywhere without someone acknowledging how pretty and how awesome this bike is. People just love the look of this bike, and in fact I did some visual upgrades to mine personally, so it stands out even a little more. But this bike is pretty. Let me show you some B-roll here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, let's talk about the next thing as I button up my helmet strap. So the second thing I love about this bike is I love the way the transmission gears are spaced out. So the first 3 gears are very close, whereas the second set of 3 gears are more spread out for the highway. Now if you set your bike up like mine, it really allows you to take advantage of single track and trails as I've done, and that's for another video. I'll have to show you how I set this up, but just take a second and watch. As you can see, the bike is very flickable and has a ton of low-end grind. It makes it very easy to go in and out and around trees. A trail bike was what I was looking for, so I got exactly what I wanted with this bike. So the transmission, the way it's geared, is my number 2 of the top things I love about this bike. Number 3, the third thing, and I would be remiss not to talk about this, and that is the price. The price of this bike is amazing. For what you're getting, it's very easy to compare it to any other bike. As I did a video, is the Honda 300L worth it? And you'll see for what you're paying for here, at $5,300, you're getting an amazing bike and amazing platform. You have a slipper clutch, everything feels refined, and the bike's pretty awesome. For a beginner rider, for an intermediate rider, even up to advanced, this bike is a solid bike for its price range. And I would have to say that no matter who you are, you're going to have a great time with this bike. The beauty of it is it's light. 308 pounds isn't too bad compared to most people's adventure bikes, and you could turn this bike into something like that, or you could use this bike like I use it for single track and off-road type stuff that are hard aggressive. Great bike for anything like that. Ooh, we have a down tree. Yikes, look at that termite damage. That's That's pretty bad. All right, let's see if we can get under this. All right, we made it. So we've talked about the looks of the bike. We've talked about the spacing of the transmission, and we've talked about the price tag. And now we have to go up, under, and over. Let's knock this out real quick. Under, over. All right. And I alluded to number 4. Number 4 is the usability of this bike. So anybody could have fun with this bike. You can build it however you want. It is a platform. For $5,300, you could take a couple $1,000s and turn this thing into a supermoto. In fact, that's pretty cool. If you do that, I'll watch it. You could take this bike and turn it into a woods beater. You could even just use this bike as a daily commuter. So what I'm saying is, one thing I love about this bike is how great it is as a platform and how easy it is for me to talk other people into buying it, because of how you can do anything with this bike. Let's go down this hill. Got some tight trails here. Sticks sticking up. All right. Now we're on to number 5. The 5th thing I love about this bike, and I'll have to actually show you, not on this trail, so I'll cut some video in. But the 5th thing I love about this bike, because I've owned a ton of dual sports, but none of them, particularly at this price range, had a display like this bike. When you're turning on, you're greeted by the flashing of the display. It actually looks pretty nice. And you also have a gas gauge, a gear indicator, the time, and an RPM gauge, tachometer. So for this to be on this bike in this price range, along with all your idiot lights too, I feel like this is great. I haven't had a bike that had all this on it that was a dual sport. Now, I've had motorcycles that had a more advanced display, and actually most of the time they're pretty simplistic, and that's a plus to this bike because it has everything you need and it doesn't have junk you don't. I don't have to navigate through menus to turn ABS off. I don't have to do anything spectacular just to get the bike to work as intended. But yet, it gives me all the information I need. Good going on that for Honda for putting a good display. And actually, if you compare it to its competitor, the CRF300, you will notice their display is a little bit lacking. And it also doesn't have the fuel gauge, which I kind of enjoy. Ooh, this was soft. But before I go, guys, let's do a hill climb. Or actually, a ditch climb, I should say. Let's do that first, and then I'll let you guys go. It's right over here. Somebody left a bunch of junk back here. Let's see. Through all this tall grass. Good old fire cut. Alright. Here we are. Whew. So it doesn't look like much, but it's actually pretty straight down and then back up. It's a nice little ditch dig. I should probably take the effort to set up a tripod, but I don't even know where I would put it with all this brush here. So let's just go for it. I'm gonna lean back, go into it, and lean forward. Easy. The bike easily climbs through everything. It's one thing I love about this bike. Shit, while I'm still recording, why not go through a little bit more? You can tell I love this bike. I just love driving it. Especially now. I passed all my stage 1 upgrades. Which, by the way, guys, I'm going to have a video coming out soon about all the upgrades I've done about this bike. All the things I changed. And also, I'm also going to have a video, well, a bunch of videos, because this weekend I'm going camping. So I'll be out with my friends. I'll have more single track, more riding with the DRZ 400 and the KTM. I got one friend that's coming with a Husqvarna 2-stroke, so that's going to be pretty awesome. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for some more off-road stuff as I go through this tight single track here. And thanks for all the support, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. My name is Andrew, and this is the Honda 300L channel.